Good Sunday afternoon, everybody. We are back with Live at 2. We're a little late today, but that's all good. We're here and hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys had a great 4th of July weekend last weekend. That's why we were not on the air because we were just celebrating the weekend, whatever, had family reunion and so forth and so on. But anyway, we're here and it's a new month. Can you believe that we are 7 months into 2024 already? But I want to talk about a couple of things. Well, let me first remind you, several of you have reached out to me asking where you can purchase my book. You can go on Amazon, amazon.com, or you can go to CoreyAGraves.com, my website. And the title of the book, if you're ordering on Amazon, is called It's Only a Suggestion. If you believe it, you become it. I've gotten some wonderful feedback for those who have already purchased the book and have read it already. It's not a long read. If you're an avid reader, you can probably have it done in about 45 minutes. If you are not that avid of a reader, it may take you an hour or so, but I promise you, you're going to get something out of it. I was so excited about the book and super excited still about the things that have opened up for me as a result of the book. So I'm excited about it. But let's get into it today. The title of what we're going to talk about for the month is Power, the Peace, and the Potential. The power, the peace, the potential. And we're going to spend some time talking about that. And we're going to sort of kind of break it up since we have about 3 weeks left in this month to talk about it. And I want you, as we talk about these things, think about it's all coming from within. That's where I want your mindset to go to. Is just the what's happening within, the power, the peace, the potential, and how that all, I guess, layers on top of each other so that you can maximize your life. So let's get into it. So we're talking about personal power. There's a book that I highly recommend you guys reading. It's called The Seat of the Soul by Gary Zukav. The Seat of the Soul by Gary Zukav. And it's an amazing thing. And it talks about how we are a people that by nature, we think all of our power is external. We think that everything, the only power that we have, it comes as a result of somebody else or something else. And he's talking in that book particularly about our inward power and how we are a group of people that have the ability to draw from within all of the power that we need. So that's what I want to talk about, the power that you have on the inside. For those of you that are Bible readers, I believe that when Paul talked in one of his letters, he was like, there's this treasure within us in this earthen vessel that allows us to do things that we normally couldn't do. And I think that so many of us fail to realize that, and we look for other things to give us power, a title or a position or a certain salary or being a part of a certain group or certain clique or something like that. And that is all external power, which means that if somebody or something gives it to you, they also have the power to take it away from you, which will render you feeling powerless. But the power that we're talking about today is going to come from within. Think about all the gifts and the talents that you possess. Think about the wisdom through experiences that you've had over the course of your life. That is what yields power. When you refuse to be a victim of your circumstance, and that's a whole nother talk right there, because when you see yourself as a victim to any circumstance, you have given up your power, you have relinquished your power. Being a victor over your circumstance says, I might have come out with some scars, I may come out limping, but I came out. And that's the beauty of it, and tapping into that internal power. We have so much strength, and we have so much like that grit, that girth that's on the inside that we fail to tap into because we look for power to come from anywhere else other than within ourselves. There is, and I think I shared it with you several months ago, Florence Shinn. I really love her writings and her teachings. She had something, and I can't remember which one of her books this was in, but she said poise is power. And when you define poise, it is the ability to handle situations, I guess, without letting them rattle you, without letting you get upset. You know, you see people that go through things and they fall apart, or somebody says something to them and they fly off the handle or go off, they fuss and cuss and all this stuff. The thing is, when you have poise and you can control your mind, you can control your thoughts, you can control your tongue, your attitude, your disposition, nobody knows what you think. And talk about power. That takes power to the 10th degree to be able to maintain that, especially in the midst of adversity or opposition. So I think having power and recognizing that you have it, having that poise equals power. Poise equals power. And again, what we're talking about over the next few weeks, the power, the peace, the potential. You don't have peace and you never tap in your potential until you tap into that power first. You have to tap in to that internal power and know that anything that you want to be, do, and have is literally achievable. But you have to know that you have the power. All right. So that's what we're spending the time. The power, the peace, the potential is what we're going to talk about over the next few weeks. But I want you to focus on something. So I'm not going to be on long today. I really want you to do something for me over the next couple of weeks, or the next few days, actually. I want you to think about something like every time that you are confronted negatively by someone or something, or every time you could go off or you could give somebody a piece of your mind. I want you to practice poise. And just poise is nothing but self-control. Because if you don't let anybody else control your emotions, your attitude or disposition, you maintain control over it yourself. You know, the problem with so many of us is we don't try to have poise. We don't try to have self-control. We simply go off the handle. We fly off the handle. We let people we insult people because we have been insulted. You know, there's a book called Hurt People, and that's not how it's supposed to go. It's not how it's supposed to go. How about if somebody hurts you, know that they're coming from a place of hurt and you need to offer healing. That's having power. You know, just because somebody goes off on you, don't mean that you got to go off on them. When you maintain that self-control or that poise, you can help them heal. Okay? You can help them heal because their anger, their frustration, their bitterness, their hatred, all of that is coming from a place of fear, a place of hurt, a place of fear. So have compassion and maintain that power. Okay? Maintain that power and know that if you stay in control of you, nobody can ever take that away from you. Nobody is able to take away your power. Nobody. Don't give it over to circumstances. Don't give it over to people. Okay? Remember, we're talking about the power, the peace, and the potential. So next week, I'm going to give you the other piece of it, and that's the peace of it all and how you can maintain peace. You cannot have peace if you don't tap into your power. And remember, poise is power. Poise, having the ability to have self-control, helps you maintain power in any situation. All right, you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. You're welcome, you guys. Thank you for joining me today. I know that was a little quick, but just wanted to give you that. And we're going to talk more. We'll recap, but I want you to think about this over the next few days. If anybody or anything comes, gives you opposition or whatever, I want you to just try to maintain that self-control and feel what it's like to have power, not to be a victim, not to go off because somebody's going off on you, but maintain self-control and watch what happens. We'll talk again next week. Bye-bye.